Good morning, children. Welcome back to the social session. Children, yesterday we tried to understand about the beginning of industrial revolution in Britain and how it later spread to other neighboring countries of European countries and how there was a change in the society because of the introduction of new technology we tried to see. So it all began with the usage of the term called as industrialization or industrial revolution. ये जो word जो है industrial revolution बोल के पहले ब्रिटेन में जो यूज़ करा था वो अर्नोल्ड टॉनी बी था. So Arnold Tony B had first introduced this term to make out the changes that took place in the industries of Britain between 1780 to 1850. So there were major changes that has taken place in the coal production, in the iron production, in the textile production. So these all changes he termed it as an industrial revolution. And today we shall see why the industrial revolution has begun in Britain. Why only in Britain it got started. So Britain is the first country to experience the modern technology and modern industrialization because it had been politically stable since the 17th century. That means after the glorious revolution. हम पढ़े थे glorious revolution के बारे में. After glorious bloodshed revolution बोल के बोलते हैं उसको. So after that revolution, England political stability was there. बाकी कंट्रीज में वार्स था, नहीं तो इसको निकाल के और एक को लगाना था. फ्रांस देखिए आप कैसे था, थोड़े दिन कॉन्स्टिट्यूशनल मोनार्क था, थोड़े दिन डायरेक्टरी था, थोड़े दिन रॉबर्सपेरी का जैकोबिन्स क्लब था इन पावर. ऐसे इंस्टेबिलिटी था. ओके मगर वेर एज इन इंग्लैंड इट इज़ पॉलिटिकली स्टेबल था. एंड you know, England, Wales and Scotland, these are the three regions which were unified under a single monarchy. Wales, Scotland also, then only we call it as a Britain. Britain बोले तो एक इंग्लैंड इच नहीं होता. वेल्स और स्कॉटलैंड को मिला के इट इज़ कॉल्ड एज इंग्लैंड. एंड देर आर मेनी फेवरेबल कंडीशंस और प्री रिक्विसाइट्स जो इंडस्ट्रियलाइजेशन के लिए चाहिए वैसी एटमॉस्फेयर ब्रिटेन में बना के है. इसीलिए द इंग्लैंड दैट हेल्प्ड इन सेटिंग अप ऑफ एंड फ्लरिशिंग मेनी इंडस्ट्रीज. द अदर कंट्रीज एक्सपीरियंस्ड दिस चेंज लेटर. पहले जो है इंग्लैंड ब्रिटेन एक्सपीरियंस करा था और उसके बाद जो है वो बाकी कंट्रीज को स्प्रेड हुआ था. एंड ब्रिटेन वाज ब्लेस्ड विद ए मॉडेस्ट क्लाइमेट which suited the cotton industry. You know, cotton growing requires a moist free temperature. So that kind of conditions are present in England, and there was no scarcity of water power sufficient. England is a island, so sufficient power was there. There was sufficient raw materials available in England like coal and iron, and they are available in abundance and side by side. जहाँ पे कोल मिलता था उधर ही आयरन ओर मिलता था. ओके सो साइड बाय साइड मिले तो क्या होती, इफ़ यू ट्रांसपोर्ट द कास्ट कैन बी रिड्यूस्ड. सो द कोल फील्ड्स वर लार्जर and closer to the important harbors than in the other European countries, so it can be transported very easily. With cheaperly also you can transport it through the water transport. You can easily transport it the raw materials by water. And on the basis of iron, coal and textiles, the Fisher complements. Britain built up a type of civilization which has been copied all around the world. So this is what the Fisher told, that the Britain, how it has built up this type of civilization about the industrialization that has been copied by other countries in the world, it seems. And today we are experiencing the same industrial revolution. This industrial revolution has occurred in India very lately, children. In 19th to 20th century we have experienced, but whereas in 17th 18th century only they have got that industrial revolution. We are little backward. So there was a lot of wealth in England, and so it was different. Why there was a lot of wealth in England? They have looted from the colonies, no? From countries like India, there were many colonies. So from them they have took out a lot of wealth. So there was a lot of wealth, and it was, when you have wealth, it will be not difficult to raise the capital to start a business. So Britain was also known for its commercial relationships with other countries from the beginning of the 17th century itself. And Britain had already a agreement with the America. Okay, they have given freedom or recognized the 13 colonies in America, and they had very good relationship with the America also. And it earned huge profits through its business with other countries, especially with America and with other Asian countries. It has won a large revenue. but the availability of the wealth is of no use unless it is invested in the right way. पैसे है मगर उसको इन्वेस्ट करने का मोड जो है वो सही तरीके से नहीं रहे तो then it is not of any use. The Bank of England played very important role in that, and it has speed up using of capital for the construction of the industries. The rise of London money market also you know it, and joint stock banks. हमारे पास जो बॉम्बे स्टॉक एक्सचेंज था वो रिसेंटली बनाया सो है, मगर लंदन स्टॉक एक्सचेंज इज वन ऑफ द ओल्डेस्ट स्टॉक एक्सचेंज. जॉइंट स्टॉक कॉर्पोरेशन जो है, these made the finances simple and even easy for them to work out. The workers from different sources were available in large number in England, and they were willing to work in the newly set up factories for the industrial production. And there are many other regions. The British population was also growing. The old and unprofitable system of agriculture was replaced by the improved methods of cultivation because of the introduction of new techniques in agriculture, also by scientific rotation of the crops. And the old peasant farming had got stopped due to the revolutionary movement. And by 18th century, the transportation system also has improved a lot, and these all made England, the industrial revolution, possible. So tomorrow we shall see about the availability of the coal and iron in England. Thank you, children.